Howdy, lieutenants and economists.
The most volatile, evil, disgusting things on the planet, humans. If you have a video request, you can always go to assholeconsulting.com.
Yeah, I am gonna charge you, kids. And that is the importance of not fucking up.
You are such an asshole!
Hey everybody, the old captain here, and this is a video request. And if you have a video request, you can always go to ask. I swear I got this dipshit Christian guy over here. You ever just want to beat the fucking shit out of somebody and there's no real legal reason to do it, you just want to... You'll hear him over here. Maybe I'll bring him on the video so that he could be on the YouTube, and then maybe we'll... Anyway. Hello Aaron, I've been a fan of your videos and I'm hoping you can help me with this request. Please keep my name, personal information anonymous. I'm having trouble deciding on a career path. My parents are both doctors, and since an early age, I have toyed with the idea of going to medical school. However, in college I got into mechanical engineering because I was told it was a broad major and stuck with it mainly just to keep my options open. I also took an extra semester in order to get the med school prereqs if I ever changed my mind. Graduated in 2013 and took a job with an engineering company because I wanted to see what the corporate world was like. I like some aspects of the job, but was never really passionate about it, and I've never been passionate about mechanical engineering in general. I can't see myself working in the corporate world for the rest of my life. After a year, the company downsized and I was laid off. I was actually happy about this because it afforded me the opportunity to take time to travel and explore my interests career-wise. While I'm not super into mechanical engineering, I'm a little more into aerospace engineering, aviation, and during this time took some pilot lessons to learn about the industry and flying in general. Okay, good. So you're exploring your options.
Yeah.
Anyways, it's been about 9 months since my employment. I'm still pretty clueless on what to do. I think it would be like medicine. I think I would like medicine, but the more I read about it, the more I hear people telling me to stay away. I've become paralyzed by indecision, mainly out of fear or making the wrong one. I've narrowed it down to a few options. 1, go to medical school. 2, stick with engineering, either in industry or get a master's in aerospace engineering. Try to work for a company like Boeing or SpaceX. 3, join the Air Force through the officer training school. Get into aerospace that way, either as a pilot or otherwise. I've always been drawn towards the military lifestyle, the travel, camaraderie, vacation time, etc. However, I don't have any family or friends in it, so don't know what I'd be getting into. 4, some other option I haven't thought of. Some other information that might be relevant: 24 years old, no debt, parents paid for undergrad. I've tried to keep money as minimally as a minimal motivating factor. He's a frat boy Vegas douche. I could end up in jail tonight. You know. Aaron Clary breaks face of. However, as I get older, I realize money is going to become more and more important. So maybe I should be weighing it more heavily. Glad to pay for whatever advice you can give me. Just let me know the payment information. Thanks, Anonymous. Okay, well, let's go over your 4 options here. Go to medical school. Well, we've had the fortune of having several doctors write in over at Catholic Capitalism, basically saying it's not worth it anymore. And one article in particular detailed all that is required to become a doctor now. And so far, it's only been 2 doctors, but the consensus so far is that it's no longer worth becoming a doctor. Now, that's just 2 guys, and you certainly might want to read through that because what it takes to be a doctor may be a deterrent enough. But what I'd recommend is talk to your parents, and then also talk to people who just became doctors, because your experience is going to be much more closely representative of recent graduates than your parents who've probably been in the field 30 years or whatever it is. And then just, ask them, hey, you think it's worth it? What does it take? And, because I can't make the decision for I wish I was like, you do this, you do this, you do this, and then everyone give me money. All I can do is kind of like point you in the right direction that will help you come to the best decision possible. So don't, I don't want to say, yeah, go and do it, but try to eliminate that option or see if it's still a viable one in talking to it. And of course, we always have readers down below, and doctors will tell you, so maybe strike up a conversation there. Option 2, stick with engineering, either in the industry or go into aerospace engineering, try to work for a company like Boeing. It doesn't sound like you're like corporate America, and mechanical engineering is pretty general, and unless they're like having you work on Oil rigs and platforms are having something really unique. Most engineers just sit there and do AutoCAD or whatever the newest thing is nowadays. I don't know if it'd be worth getting a master's in engineering for aerospace. Again, it's just been what I've talked to with my engineering buddies. It's like, get your engineering degree and you don't really need a master's. A master's is if you want to do research or go and become an academia. So I'm just thinking it might be easier for you to get, take 4 or 5 other classes, build off of what you already have as a bachelor's degree, get a secondary bachelor's degree for half the price, for a third of the price of aerospace. But again, you can always go to go to Boeing, say, hey, does it really matter if I got a bachelor's or a master's in aerospace engineering? And they'll let you know. But at least going into aerospace, you mean there you're working on planes or in theory designing planes, and you're going to have a higher chance of getting out of that cubicle farm and corporate slave environment that just is not going to be compatible with you. That's what that is. Join the Air Force. This you could, but it's going to be a commitment. It certainly will challenge you, but I think you're confused when you join the Air Force. If you want to become a pilot, you'll be a pilot, not an engineer. If you want to be an engineer, you'll be an engineer, not a pilot. They're 2 separate things. And if you do want to become a pilot, that's pretty committed, and you better start now, because 24, I think, is the cutoff if you want to get in like F-16s or fighter planes. If you want to, they'll take other stuff for slower planes or bigger planes, but for the fighter planes, they want you young and they want as many years out of you as possible. So I again talked to a recruiter and all that. It just doesn't sound like you're just throwing it out there. Like, oh, maybe I joined the Air Force. Well, that's not a thing you maybe do. So further research that and find that out. Medical school, doctors will tell you about that. And then of course, military guys. We have a bunch of military guys. They're more than happy to give you advice. So strike up a conversation with one of our vets or current military members down below. Another option I haven't thought of. No, I think you've covered them pretty well. Your problem is that you have all good options, but you seem absolutely passionate about none of them. So again, what I'm recommending is do further research on all of them. Go straight to the people recruiters will probably tell you whatever you want to hear. But go do your research, see if you can't eliminate 1 or 2 of them, leaving the third option open. But none of them are bad. I mean, doctor, engineer, mechanical engineer, aerospace, or officer in the Air Force. Not bad at all. But yeah, again, I can't tell you what to do, but I can tell you go and research more. Ask these people some questions, and dude, just sit there and kind of sit down and figure it out for yourself. Like, what do you really want? Did you really hate corporate America? Don't go back into mechanical engineering, or insist on working in an oil patch or someplace where you're not like sitting behind AutoCAD all day. So, anyway, hope that helped out. Wishing you the best of luck. Tools.